Good morning. Today, the topic discussing how to prepare a project proposal for the requirement of funding in various research projects. And really, it is somewhat different from writing research paper or scientific article or otherwise writing of a dissertation or thesis. It is somewhat different in this area because so many firms or so many such fellows or such supervisors or institutions requiring fund which is generated or which is supplied by various agencies, funding agencies, either government or semi-government government agencies. So that is why there is a special skill or a requirement to prepare such a research project or project proposal and submitting to avail the fundings from funding agencies. So there is a mandatory steps or procedure to prepare such a funding project for the research work. Okay, so we will discuss the format of project proposal in this session. Okay, write down the heading project proposal. Okay, project proposal is a plan of action describing the type of experimental work and materials required for the solution of the proposed problem. Next paragraph. It is a tentative plan of action, which undergoes modifications as the study progresses. It gives an outline of the structure of process of the proposed project work. Subheading uses. Okay, 1. Source of fund for carrying out the research. 2. Help in systematic execution of the work. Next step. 3. Documentation of activities. Then 4. Time bound completion of the work. And 5. Chance of getting additional manpower. Next heading, content of the proposal. The project design starts with the statement of the problem chosen for the study. First up, a clear statement of the problem is essential for a research work. First up, next sentence. Problem statement mainly deals with the aim and goals of the project and a brief description of the proposed activities of the project. First up, next one. A researcher can submit the proposal according to the expertise and available fund or in response to a notification by the funding agencies. First up, next paragraph. The proposal should be carefully written and submitted at the right time for positive consideration for funding. First up, next paragraph. The proposal should contain the following components. First up, subheading title. Okay, title should describe the content of the proposal. First up, it should not be too long or too short. First up, it should be specific, and the meaning of or order of work in the title are very important. First up, the title should not contain any character that cannot be found on a typical English language keyboard. First up, the use of word substitutes in place of formulas, symbols, superscripts, etc. Next heading, introduction. The introduction, should supply sufficient background so that, the reader shall be able to understand the proposed study. First up, next heading, literature review. Okay, only significant, published references should be cited or cited. First up, the chronological listing of the work done by previous researchers in the proposed area is very important. First up, check all parts of every references against original publications, before the submission of the proposal. First up, next heading, abstract. It is the brief summary of the proposal. First up, it can be defined as the summary of informations in a document. First up, a well prepared abstract enables the reader to identify the content of the document quickly and accurately. First up, it should not exceed 50 words. First up, the abstract should be in a single paragraph. First up, it should state principle, objectives, scope of the investigation, and methods employed for the investigation. First up, next heading, aim and scope. A project proposal should contain the aim of the investigation. First up, next one, points to be remembered while formulating the aim of the project. First up, okay. Next point is 1. Proposed project work should be directed towards the solution of the problem. Then 2. The proposed work should emphasize the development of generalization, principles and theories that will be helpful in the research. First up, next one, the scope explains the application level of the project and the social impact of the problem. First up, next heading, present status. A research proposal should contain the present status of the proposed work. First of the previous work carried out on the same field or the results of such work should be considered while preparing a research proposal. First of a new proposal should be show the relevance in accordance with the earlier works. First of next heading, location of experiment. Okay, it contains the details about the location where proposed work has to be carried out. First of, in the case of field experiments, the important factor of the field such as soil conditions, environmental conditions, etc., should be mentioned. First of, in the case of laboratory experiments, the availability of equipments, chemicals are required for the project, etc., should be mentioned. First of, next heading, materials and methods. The main purpose of materials and methods section is to be describe the experiments and materials are required. First of, for some experiments, materials include plants, animals, microorganisms, etc. First of, next paragraph. Methods may include technique specifications, quantity specifications, etc. First of, next heading, justification. Justification is an acceptable reason or explanation for something. First of, the justification, for the proposed work in the current context has to be highlighted. First of, next subheading, expected outcome. The expected outcome of the project must be clearly mentioned. First of, the relevance of for undertaking this particular work and its social relevance should be clearly mentioned. First of, next heading, date of commencement and completion. Okay, the proposal should contain the date of actual start and end. First of, so that the funds can be released accordingly and the works can be finished timely. First of, next heading, estimated cost. The total cost of the project work should be included in the project proposal. First of, the cost for different areas of work should be estimated separately and prepared along with the proposal. First of, the estimated cost should come under the following different categories. Okay, 1. Non-recurring. Non-recurring. Okay, right. In non-recurring, one who can add the list of equipments, list of books, and list of journals are required. Then 2. Recurring. R-E-C-U-R-I-N-G. Recurring. In this, add the requirement of manpower and consumables such as chemicals, glasswares, etc. Okay, 3. Other. In this, in the proposal, mention the about the contingencies, CONTINGENCIES, and overheads. Okay. Next heading, references. The references listed should be classified in a particular order. First off, it is presented alphabetically or numbered according to the order in the text. First off, it should be confirmed that there is no omission or addition of references which are cited in the text. First up. Okay, this is the general format while one who prepare the project proposal for research funding or research purposes, it should follow in this overall frame. Then only the project proposal or the body of the project proposal become appropriate and apt for the submission. Okay, thank you.